The throne room felt cold, vast and silent. The air, thick with the scent of incense, did little to mask the pervasive aroma of fear. Cleopatra, Pharaoh of Egypt, sat upon her golden throne. Her fingers, adorned with rings of sapphires and emeralds, traced the intricate carvings of the armrests, each swirl and line a reminder of the legacy she carried, a legacy now teetering on the precipice of oblivion. Her heart ached, a dull throbbing mirroring the turmoil engulfing her kingdom.
I am so weary. The weight of the crown, usually a symbol of power and divine right, feels unbearably heavy.
Octavian's shadow loomed large, his legions casting a pall over her once vibrant Alexandria. Her city, her people, her very life, all hung precariously in the balance. The whispers of her advisers, usually filled with flattery and promises, now echoed with doubt and fear. Their words, sharp as shards of glass, pierced the veil of her composure. News of the defeat at Actium had arrived like a desert storm, swift and merciless. The messenger, his face etched with despair, could barely speak the words.
"Defeat, Your Majesty, Antony, his fleet."
The rest of his sentence dissolved into choked sobs. Cleopatra had dismissed him with a wave of her hand. No need for words. The anguished cries that tore through the palace walls spoke volumes.
No need for words.
Her generals, their faces grim, spoke of regrouping, of fortifying the city. But their words rang hollow. Octavian's victory had shattered more than just their fleet. It had shattered their spirit.
"We must regroup, fortify the city."
But our spirit is shattered.
Cleopatra retreated to her chambers, the weight of the world pressing down on her. Her handmaidens, their faces etched with worry, fluttered around her, but their presence offered no solace. Antony. The mere thought of his name sent a searing pain through her chest. Their love had been a beacon, a fiery dance that defied convention and ignited the very heavens. She had ruled beside him, fought beside him, loved him with a ferocity that knew no bounds. And now he was gone.
Antony.
Her grief was a physical entity, a suffocating blanket that threatened to consume her. She imagined him on that fateful day, his ship engulfed in flames, his heart filled with despair. Had he thought of her in his final moments? Had he known the depths of her love? These questions, sharp as daggers, twisted in her gut, refusing to be silenced. The whispers began subtly, like the rustling of leaves in a gentle breeze. Advisers, their voices hushed, spoke of negotiation, of securing the best possible terms from Octavian.
"He desires you alive, Your Majesty. He sees you as a prize, a symbol of his conquest."
The thought sent a shiver down her spine.
Octavian's offer, veiled as it was in promises of leniency, reeked of humiliation. To be paraded through the streets of Rome, a captive in chains, a spectacle for the masses.
Cleopatra knew their words held a double meaning. She was no fool.
No, I will not allow it. I would rather embrace death than such a fate.
She, Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, reduced to a mere trophy? No, she would not allow it. She would rather embrace death than such a fate. Sleep eluded her. The nights were the worst. The silence of the palace, once a comforting embrace, now pressed in on her, suffocating her with its finality. The ghosts of her past swirled around her, whispering accusations and regrets.
My dreams, once filled with Antony's laughter and the warmth of his touch, are now haunted by visions of his demise.
One night, as she lay on her bed, staring up at the intricately painted ceiling, a thought slithered into her mind. A serpent. Its scales glinted with a cold, alluring light. A way out. A way to cheat Octavian of his prize and reclaim her destiny. The thought, once unthinkable, now held a strange allure. A way to join Antony, to reunite with her beloved in the afterlife. She found solace in her garden. Amidst the fragrant blooms and the soothing trickle of fountains, she found a semblance of peace. It was here, surrounded by the beauty she had so carefully cultivated, that she made her decision. The serpent's bite, once a whisper, now resonated with a terrifying clarity.
The sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the manicured lawns. The air, thick with the scent of jasmine and honeysuckle, does little to dispel the sense of finality that hangs heavy in the air.
She summoned her handmaidens, their eyes wide with apprehension. A strange calmness had settled over her, a sense of acceptance that surprised even herself.
The asp, nestled within a basket of figs, was a creature of exquisite beauty.
Its scales, iridescent in the flickering lamplight, seemed to shimmer with an otherworldly glow.
Cleopatra watched as it rose, its head swaying gently from side to side. There was no fear, only a sense of inevitability.
She extended her arm, her fingers brushing against its cool scales. The pain, when it came, was swift and sharp, a burning sensation that spread quickly through her veins.
She welcomed it. This was her choice, her way to defy Octavian and reunite with her beloved Antony.
News of Cleopatra's death spread like wildfire. Octavian, upon hearing the news, felt a surge of anger mixed with grudging admiration. She had defied him even in death. Her kingdom, once a beacon of culture and power, was absorbed into the Roman Empire. But the memory of Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, lived on. Her story, a tale of love, loss, and ultimately self-determination, echoed through the ages. Poets and playwrights found inspiration in her tragic fate, immortalizing her as a symbol of passion and defiance. She was both villain and victim, a complex figure whose story transcended the confines of history. Centuries passed. The Roman Empire crumbled, its once vast territories fragmented and dispersed. But Cleopatra's legend endured. Her image, preserved on ancient coins and papyri, continued to captivate the imagination. Her story, passed down through generations, became a cautionary tale of the intoxicating power of love and the devastating consequences of ambition. Today, tourists flock to the ruins of ancient Alexandria, seeking glimpses of her vanished world. They gaze upon the crumbling walls and imagine her strolling through her palace gardens, her laughter echoing through the corridors. Her story, a timeless reminder of the enduring power of the human spirit, continues to resonate with people from all walks of life. Cleopatra's legacy is not merely confined to history books or crumbling ruins. It lives on in the countless works of art, literature, and film that continue to be inspired by her life and death. From Shakespeare's immortal play to the silver screen portrayals by Hollywood icons, her image continues to captivate and intrigue. She remains an enigma, a symbol of both strength and vulnerability, of love and loss, of power and its fleeting nature. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, may have vanished from this earthly realm, but her spirit, like an echo through time, continues to resonate with a power that transcends the boundaries of history and culture. Her story, a testament to the complexities of the human heart, will forever remain etched in the annals of time.